first devlog of Down, our unique modular tower defense game, and our first major project as a studio. Making a game as complicated as this one takes planning, so that's the first task we had to fulfill. Stage 1. Planning. In order to plan Down, we first created a base idea. Down was going to be a tower defense game, where the core drill drills through layers of the planet, and enemies awake as they are disturbed by the drilling. The main hook of Down is that towers are modular and infinitely customizable. After creating this basic outline, we then moved on and added more detail to the plan. The story of Down is that you are a robotic colonization unit, preparing the planet for a new colony to settle. Whilst drilling for resources and analysis, enemies awaken, digging up through the layers of the planet as your drilling disturbs their natural habitat. Suddenly, you receive a mission update. Your mission directive has shifted to eliminating the threat before the colony arrives. After completing the main story elements, we then moved on to fleshing out the modular tower system. We added all the parts. First comes the chassis. It controls the movement of the tower. Then you choose the material. This controls the health of the tower. After this, you then place a servo. This controls weapon aiming and rotational speed as well as accuracy. On top of the servo comes the weapon. This damages the enemies with ammo or with liquid, as well as controlling the range of the tower. The targeting system then controls the servo's aiming and enemy targeting choice. Finally, the ammunition controls some damage and effect aspects that the tower produces. With planning taken care of for major details, we then moved on to the first stage of development. Stage 2. Prototyping. Jumping straight into Unity, we began prototyping Down, creating base systems such as simple enemy movement, towers without modular parts, the core drill and a resource system. Immediately met with stupid bugs, we gave up on Down as a project. Nah, just kidding.
Got him!
We only spent a day or two trying to fix them. Apparently the degrees system is cursed and impossible to code, so for a while the tower aim system looked like this. After getting bored with coding all this, a break was required. A perfect moment for Unity's particle system! We spammed these everywhere. Building effects, shooting effects, dying effects, landing effects, hitting effects, and spawning effects. And suddenly, AAA!
Wow!
Particle systems aside, the game was playable, sort of, apart from enemies not doing anything much, and only having one tower and one drill, and no gameplay loop, and no layers, and it looks like a piece of shit. Then it was time for Stage 3, Actual Development. First of all, it was time to procrastinate on coding the modular tower system.
Amazing!
So, we made a main menu. This layout was first discovered by having the text box too small, but it stuck. We added drifty particles, clicky particles, drilly particles, all using Unity's particle system. After this small amount of procrastination, we locked in on the coding. But wait, what's that? Oh. After a bunch of hours, we had all the scripts. But the bad thing about this system is that it's difficult to test them until you've written them all. And then, Stage 4, Bug Fixing.
Oh, hell no!
And before you ask, yes, we dedicated a stage to this. Yes, it was hell. No, we haven't solved them all. First off, the targeting system was slightly broken. This took a while, but we eventually traced it down to copying a piece of code and then indenting it wrong, as well as many other minor issues, but overall, this fixed it. Then, the same problem appeared with the degree system being stupid again, and you'd think we've learnt from the prototype, but no.
I don't know.
Then, the weapon system wasn't even shooting. Yeah, I don't know either, so we left it at that. Can't hold off on a devlog for that long. Stage 5. More procrastination. Making music. Yay, music production. We're not the best, let us know in the comments how we did. Game music is drastically different to other music production. In order to create responsive music, you need to split it into many different layers, then code a system that fades them in and out, depending on how you're going in-game. After half a day of cooking, we came up with this. That was all the layers at once. It's far from done, but good enough to use for coding the music engine. In the future, we will add an actual melody, more variations, and a bridge element so that it isn't super repetitive, as well as creating arrangement of the layers to post on Spotify, hopefully. Speaking of posting, we are hoping to publish our games on Steam. Although, as you can see currently, we only have an itch page. This is because of Steam's $100 fee. Yes, we're broke. So if you could subscribe on our Patreon, that would help a lot. Thank you all for watching this devlog. Don't forget to keep working on your dreams, and don't forget to indent your code correctly. See you next time.